How y'all boy doing today, man? It's Umbrella Talk podcast. I'm the host, Color Boy. We got Frederick Hollywood Mazon here. You know what I'm saying? We talking about endeavors, wealth, health, romance, love. You know what I'm saying? Everything positive over here, man. That's our foundation. You know what I'm saying? That's what we hitting for, man. Fred, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man. Shout out to everybody tuning into the Umbrella Podcast. Shout out to my dog for inviting me on here. You know, I'm feeling good. How about yourself?
Man, good, man. It's the first episode, you know what I'm saying? We had to work some kinks out, get some things done, you know what I'm saying? But lo and behold, we still here, you know what I'm saying? We under the tent, man. We under the umbrella, man. You know, we had to change location, but the show must go on. You know what I'm saying? Fred, that's how I'm gonna start off, man. I want you, you know what I'm saying, let the people know who you is, how you doing, you know what I'm saying, what
All
you
right.
got going on, what your business is, you know?
All right, man. I go by Fred. My name is Frederick Muzon. You know, I used to be Hollywood from Group Hollywood in Troy. I used to do music back in the day. Had a radio show, did events. You know, I was pretty much tied into entertainment in my upbringing in the Charleston, South Carolina area. That's how I kind of got my name out and about. You know, over the course of the years, transitioned in the Charlotte area, and kind of transitioning my lifestyle and my concept of living all in one. You know, so fast forward to the present day, I currently run a mobile convenience store, mobile store. You know, an online CMOS business.
What you sell in your mobile store, you know what I'm saying? What's your item, what you got?
All right,
Product.
so the mobile store is Big Lev Mobile. You know, if you got an Instagram, that's why I send a lot of my following. Instagram Lev Culture, LEVCULTURE. You can go check me out. But Big Lev Mobile, the concept is being able to provide convenience, you know, in your average neighborhood. You know what I mean? So what I provide are essentials, you know, especially for brown folks. You know, different essentials that we need: black soap, sea moss gel, body oils, things like incense. You know, I can get my hand on things like tissues and perfumes and you know, clothes, fashion.
Okay.
You know,
What kind of clothes, you know?
hoodies, Nike outfits. You can get some bags. You know, Valentine's coming up. You know, people might want some gifts for their loved ones. You know, different crossbody bags, handbags. You know, shoes. You know, I do like a service for people. You know, for those who can't get out and shop the way they want, I go out and I go shop for them and help them out. You know what I mean?
Okay, for my people in the Charlotte area, you know, where you be at, you know what I'm saying? You can give them a little kiss, you know, time, you know.
All right. In the Charlotte area, in the daytime, I do a lot of delivery. In the morning time, I do my delivery, so I'm anywhere in the Charlotte area. And then in the evenings, most of the times, I'm on Independence Avenue, East Independence. It's a Circle K we post up in front of. It's high in traffic, you know what I mean? So we do that a lot, and we there try to be there like 3 to 4 days a week, if not 5 if we can. You know what I mean? Set up about 4 o'clock at the latest. You know, 4 to 5, and we kick it out there till about 9 or 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, other than the, you know, break the sea moss down in them, man. Let people know about your sea moss. You know, that's a real essential item that people don't know that's really essential.
Right, right. See, and then the thing with the CMOS, I decided to work with the CMOS because I like to be on my health kick. I like to call myself on my health kick.
All right.
You know, and for the past 4 to 5 years, I've been dealing with trying to find myself and find where I stand at along the lines of my health. You know what I mean? So I started out with apple cider honey, vinegar mix, and doing the elliptical just to kind of shave some weight off, etc., etc. Fast forward to now, I got interested in the CMOS from Dr. Sadie. You know, what I mean, he talked about it, he expressed the benefits of it, and I looked into it. You know, I tapped into it from the business aspect, something to add along to my store. You know, but then in order to sell it, I felt like I had to know about it and live it. You know what I mean? So, you know, fast forward to me actually providing it as a service. You know, CMOS is it the all in all it eradicates mucus. You know,
Yeah.
mucus is like the core of all disease. Once you do your research and understand,
That's all
and
that disease.
that's the main thing.
Yeah.
That's the main thing you would want CMOS for. And of course, I like to tell people you want to adjust your diet. You want to make sure you move according to the process. You know, so that it actually works for you. You know what I mean? So CMOS is like a health. It's an elixir for health. You know what I mean?
What different forms do you got your sea moss in? Man?
Well, I carry it in a raw form. You know, something you can cook up. You know, if you know the process, you can learn the process. It's simple. It doesn't take long. You know, it's just something you're gonna have to. You know, you take with care. You know what I mean?
You can give the people a little sample, a little breakdown real quick on it.
Okay, yeah. As far as when I first got into the game, I started dealing with Irish sea moss. Irish moss is more so of a man-made. What I've grown to learn now. Shout out to Fletcher, my Jamaican plug on the sea moss. You know what I mean? He kind of broke down the game to me that the Irish moss, what they call the Irish moss, is a white thick moss. You know, it carries a lot of salt. You know, and the salt over the course of time will do a lot of damage if you're not careful, if you're not washing it right. You know, but this sea moss that I carry is a gold sea moss. You know, I got it dry and straight from off the rock. What it does is it liquefies the rock and gets the minerals and the proteins and everything from a rock. Whereas the Irish sea moss or the Asian sea moss, what we getting, a lot of people getting around here now, it is made on a line and it's full of salt. So you still have those problems, high blood pressure, what have you, you know, for dealing with it over the course of time. You know what I mean? So I'm digging my connection now that I have, you know, because it's, you know, from my information I'm getting it's the real deal, you know what I mean? So,
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Other than your mobile business, you know, what other endeavors you got going on right now that you want the people to know? You get out there, you know what I'm saying? What I really want to know is, what's up with this adult prom?
the adult prom, right? You know, for those of you who know about the adult prom, we was working on we've been doing the adult prom a few years back. It was a great concept, you know, and we were young and didn't grasp where we were going at, you know, and didn't grasp our concept of entertaining our crowd. You know what I mean? We didn't grasp a lot of things, so you know we sat it down for a while. You know, a lot of people been hitting us up. Hey, bring the adult prom back, or et cetera, et cetera. But I could say mentally, we weren't ready to engage, you know, in that activity again. You know what I'm saying? The group, you know, we all kind of, you know, grew in different angles and different areas. You know what I mean? And had to get to our life, you know, coming up, being entertainment. We kind of indulged in this side of life for so long that we had to turn around and get back to our, you know, the normal life. You know what I mean? So now we back on it. You know what I mean? You know, I'm talking with investors, you know, and bringing it about right. My thing this time was I just wanted to bring it about right. Like, you know, I can tie my money up in it heavy and et cetera, but I got a lot of other things going on, so I'm trying to minimize my investment so that I can have a
and
lot
that's the
of,
main
you know
thing,
what I mean?
investments.
Yeah, you gotta have
Don't put
those
too much
investments.
on your plate, man.
Right.
Spread yourself too thin, you know.
You're right.
Pick your investments wisely, and that's smart.
Yeah, so you know, with this, it's just like I wanna monetize the concept. You know, and monetizing the concept is, hey, we had this city prom. You know, it was a hit. We did it 2 to 3 years, what have you. And we grew out of it. We grew out of the whole lifestyle we were living. So, excuse me. That coming with the change, you know, like I said, I'm at a point now where I wanna bring it about and just actually express my idea, you know, and be able to work my idea rather than trying to figure out what I got being behind the scenes with it. So I'm working on that aspect of it. Supposedly I got a good investor behind with it. We just moving forward slowly, you know, to bring it about. But we're looking to have a live act, you know, international act, you know what I mean? You know, on a good spot in Charleston, somewhere nice and grown and mature. you know, it's we looking to bring that whole concept up bigger. You know, the adult prom weekend.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, trying to have something like how.
step shows.
Yeah,
You know, all the HBCUs coming to Charleston. You know what I
Okay.
mean, turning up. You know, party in Hollywood, party in Mount Pleasant, party in the North, party downtown. You know what I'm saying? It's actually a catalyst to bring funds to the city.
City.
You know, and then actually work and network with everybody to bring that vibe to the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the radio on board. You know what I mean? Like I say, all these different, you know, a whole make it an attraction. You know what I
Okay.
mean? An
Okay.
attraction. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's the goal this time. Like, yeah, it's about Charleston, you know, but it's about Charleston having an identity.
Identity,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, everybody coming to Charleston they coming to South Carolina, but they coming to Charleston for that adult prom, you know, because
yeah.
that's where the vibes at.
Yeah.
But they coming from Georgia, they coming from Florida, they coming from Texas, they coming from Woody Wood, you know what I mean? So that's the concept behind that. We know, God willing, we gonna turn it up and we gonna make that thing real right and official.
Okay, look. Any new music coming up? I
Mu-
see on Instagram, you know, you be dropping your little skits and your music, you know.
Yep.
Any new music coming up?
Definitely got music I'm working on. I'm actually working on my single Queen Huh. I put it down a couple months ago. You know, it's a song I actually fused with Juvenile Huh.
Okay.
All right, so I fused it with Juvenile Huh. Geechee reggae is the concept. I can't because it's people think we Jamaican, they think we reggae all this a lot when they hear our song. So I call the concept of the song Geechee reggae. You know what I mean? So it's song like you in a bitch, you a queen, huh? I know it. So you got that juvie concept, it's a dance hall track, so it got that vibe with it. And then I got the aspect I'm talking to the queens. You know, I got a whole cultural aspect around it. So I'm working on that. I want to bring that to life. We're gonna work on that. I'm not gonna bounce around from project to project. I'm gonna work on a leading single, you know, a couple tracks, and then I'm gonna move about it organically. You know what I mean? Put my name back out here properly because you know we've been kind of ducked for a while. So you know to reintroduce ourselves or myself especially, you know I want to do it right. I want to do it organically, and then make my way back up to where I've been at and beyond.
Okay. So where you looking to go? I see you had your skits, man, with the mailman, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you looking to go out with that, man?
Yep.
You know, that's becoming a good thing now, you know what I'm saying? The little 1-2 minute skits, man. People getting on off of them things, man.
Yeah, and the way and when you in that aspect, you know, we gotta provide something. My brother called it Goofy in the White House, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you provide something to look at, and then you come with your mission.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I turn up on Facebook all day. I'm typing all kind of statuses, and then I'm doing this, that, and the third over here. I'm doing this skit over here. Then I'm doing that over there. But that's to get their attention. And now when they come and say, "What is this man talking about?" Now I got product you can get from this. You know what I mean? And it ain't no bullshit product. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? It's something you can get for your health. It's something you can get for your fashion. I got conversation for you. You can get for your mind if you want it. You know what I mean?
And that's what we need out here, man. We need difference out here, man. You know, we got a lot going on. We've been through a lot last year, so you know, we need a new twist, a new thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
A new vibe.
new vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like you be saying, high vibe.
High vibe, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what that was about, man. For me, vibing high, man. Being an intentional world. You know what I mean? So if you don't move with intention, you get what comes. You get whatever.
Yeah. Whatever
You know?
energy you get, that's what you put out. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah. So if you ain't knowing what you putting out, you ain't gonna know what you get. It's a lottery pick. But me, I learned to live intentionally. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep money in my, because I gotta get money, so I'm gonna keep the vision in
The
my
vision
face.
fits, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
the main thing. People don't have a vision.
They don't got a vision. You know what I mean? They don't understand it's an intentional world. Like it's a world of manifestation and laws that.
You speak it into existence, it will happen. It will come.
Exactly.
So, where you going with, you know, as in moving forward, you know, what you got plans on?
Okay, so everything what it boiling down to me, I wanna eventually I want to live out my purpose, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and with living out my purpose, it embodies, you know, having a what a word I'm looking for, dynasty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm embarking on something grandiose, something large. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the end game is, you know, for the end game. You know, I got a lot of stuff coming, but the end game is for all my family to be, you know, mentally, you know, at peace.
Mhm.
You know, financially free.
Yeah.
You know, and healthy. You know what I mean? So the best way to pull it out of them is to live it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So and everything that involves that, you know, to be financially free, we gotta have businesses. We gotta be able to work the black economic system. You know what I mean? We gotta be able to lean on each other if we got to, live with each other if we got to, you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
To make things work, you know. So that's next with me, you know, building more businesses. I wanna get into shout out to Troy, man. He gaming me up on a trucking business.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
that's a good thing, man. I have my city here, you know what I'm saying? I did the trucking thing. That's a very, very profitable business,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
You know, like as many sides that I've been into, you know, like I'm going to do brokering in that field, you know what I'm saying? So like you see, that's a real profitable business right there, man, to get up on and fall up on that. Man.
Exactly. Now, definitely gonna follow up on that, man. We getting into everything. Like, you know, this thing don't stop. You know, we looking to grow and be colossal. You feel me? And you gotta walk like that and talk like that and know that. So, trucking, the mobile store, we looking to expand with that. You know, my old lady, she do an online website with clothes. You know, fashion.
What's the name of her website? Where they can go and let them know, man.
Babe, talk to them right quick. What's your say something?
It's Fab Fetish.
Fab Fetish.
www.fabfetishboutique.com.
www.fabfetishboutique.com. You can check out the clothes, you know what I'm saying? Put your orders in, we'll get it right to you. You know, I mean, we out here pivoting, you know. We want to strengthen our lawn care service. You know,
What's the name of your lawn care, sir?
Carolina Garden Service. Carolina Lawn Care Garden Service. Yeah, it's however I might.
It's Carolina Gutter and Lawn Service.
Carolina Garden Lawn
Carolina
Service.
Garden Lawn Service.
You know what I mean? So we want to strengthen that. Because right now we got to detach ourselves from that on hand and you know, and apply employees to that service so
Yeah.
it can actually run itself now. We got it cranked. We got the system ready. So now it's ready for us to detach from that. You know, we want to grow with the mobile store, far as even the reputation.
What's your
You know.
plans with the mobile store? You want to keep it a mobile store, or you want to get a storefront?
Well, you know, eventually we want to have a storefront, but have the option for the mobile store to be, you know what I mean? Store continue, because the whole concept of the mobile store is we can supply what a store can supply, if not everything the store can supply, what people want out the store, and it be mobile. You know what I mean? So in the future, if I have 3 stores that can take over one strip in say an Independence on Charlotte or Rivers Avenue in Charleston, you know, 3 stores, I only got, you know, it could be a one-man shop.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That lower your overhead on, you know,
Your
paying
employees,
employees. That lower your overhead on the actual building. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, you know, everything moving towards mobility, restaurants, shopping, you know, you can deliver. So I'm just trying to stay ahead of the curve with that, and hopefully eventually, you know, transcend to 2, 3, 4 cars, keep it moving, then have a building, of course, you know, so they can be familiar with, you know. I see Big Lab Mobile being like, you know, big lots, but you know, a cultural big lots.
The
now.
cultural big
Yeah,
lots.
you know
That's
what I
something
mean?
for us. You know,
It's
that's
for
something we
us,
can go in
you
there and we
feel
need.
Big Lab, you feel me?
Big Lab Mobile.
You know what I mean? That's how we
If
rockin'
you
with
see
that.
in there, you know what I'm saying, he got what you want,
You got
wherever
what
you want.
You feel me? Anything you want, man. Like, especially the essentials. You know what I mean? What's hitting for me? You know, them cats love that sex, honey. You feel me? Women and men. I got the women sex, honey. I got the man sex, honey. You feel me?
When you talking about women and men,
Women and men, they got all.
What
Them
you-
girls know about the pink pussy cat.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
They pop it. You know, they keep the river flowing. You know what I mean? or they get the river flowing.
Yeah,
You feel
yeah.
me? Excuse me, son. He looking like, oh, Lord. Like he don't be in there munching on this guy ass sometimes or something like that. But
Right.
you know, in that sex, honey, it's all natural. You know, men, when you want to have a good time with your old lady, you want to actually perform. You know, I got some cats, they want to perform. You know what I mean? So they ain't shy about it. Hey, bro, I need that honey. You know what I mean? Some
Yeah.
girls come, hey, my dog need that honey. I want him to kill me tonight.
Okay,
I need him to tell you how much. I need me get two of them things. You know what I'm saying? So that's like my Lucy from my corner store. You know how
Okay,
Lucy
yeah,
will have
yeah.
people come through and they just want the Lucy, but they end up buying a soda. They might buy this, that, and third.
So if somebody was to hit you up and want to order that, they can. You know,
Oh yeah,
website
for
and all
sure,
that?
for sure. Like I said, I'm a carrier for company, for people. Like we like to consider ourselves personal carriers. You know, hey man, I got a big date this weekend. I need I need a jacket and some shoes and that sex honey, of course, and I need some blah 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 blah. Bet, bro, we go shopping on Monday. We have your thing ready for your date on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we like more so a personal carrier for our people, you know what I mean? Because you got that, but it's defined as, you know, what's that place that you go shopping for? You work for, like you go shopping at a grocery store and stuff like
Oh,
that.
by Instacart.
It's like Instacart, but it ain't InstaLab. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It ain't hip. You
It ain't
feel
hip.
me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and that's the angle I'm looking to get from it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so you saying we talking about this sex, honey?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of tips you got for romance and you know what I'm saying? You know,
Romance.
You know, we our community, you know what I'm saying? We
I'm
got
about,
a
I'm
lot
about to
of
go live right quick. You live too, huh?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm about to go live on my. Now you talking romance and.
you know. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Get some tips out here, man, you know what I'm saying?
All right. My bad, y'all, boy. I'm coming right now. I'm going live right quick.
How y'all doing out there, man? I appreciate all my listeners out there, my watchers, for coming through for the first episode of Umbrella Talk podcast. Man, this is gonna get better, man.
I put that right there. Let me see. All right, so that love honey, man, and just that, and it's funny because what I think about that love honey is, you know, I think a lot of those guys who get it, you know, they don't have attachments to who they're dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or, you know, that might be the reason why they need that exterior motive to get them right. You know what I mean? So, well, I think about romance. You know, I think, you know, you got to tread lightly with romance. You know what I mean? You got to be, you can't waste your time with it because it will guzzle your time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can't be fairy tale-ish about romance. You know what I mean? If you're talking about what we got to go through, what we got to do to get out of these situations we are as a culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, in reference to even the honey, like I sell it, but then I kind of get it that, you know, man, bro, you just going against your body. You know what I mean? And you ain't really in tune with this woman, and that's why you gonna use this. But you know, in a sense, it's like, you know, it's my business, and you know, that ain't my business as to why he using it. So, you know, as far as with romance in general, man, you know, I'm in a romantic relationship. You know, I show it a lot. You know, I vouch for romance. I vouch for, you know, especially black love, because we need that in our communities. You know, I think it's essential. I think it's important. I think if it's done right, it can do a lot for you. You know, prepare you.
Yeah. We got a lot of broken relationships, man, out here, man, and you know, there ain't the time for that right now. You know, we got to tighten up and get right, man. You know, black men, we got to step up, man. We've been doing better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we got to step even higher, man. Protect these queens out here. You know what I'm saying? When you on that aspect of protecting the queen, man, you know, how you feel about that, man? What you got to add with that?
I think we gotta know where we stand at. You know what I mean? I think a lot of men and women in general don't know our routine or our role in relationships, and we don't give ourselves that credit. We don't say, "Oh, we ain't know." We act like we know what's going on. We supposed to know. But the truth of the matter is, I believe, you know, me and my girl, we've been together. We've been rocking for about 4 years. You know what I mean? It ain't 20 years. You know what I mean? It ain't 30 years. But I know how to move and I know how to keep ourselves happy. You know what I mean? And with that, when we understanding the protecting our women, we gotta understand protecting their softness, you know,
Feminine.
they're feminine. You know what I mean? Like,
Feminine.
you know what I mean? We forget that they got a feminine that they run with, and we got a masculine that we run with, and then often, like, when we get pissed off with each other,
They wired different than
they
us.
wired totally different, man. And that's where the protection come out, because often when a girl let a man in or a woman let a man in, you know, we got key to destroy that guard. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? So protection start with us protecting them from us first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Once we protect them from us first, then they're able to be comfortable in our protection. You know what I mean? When I say protect them from us, just be real, you know what I mean, and look at her as a human and not as my gal, and just be like, you know what, disregard what she's saying, how she feels, hurt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to say, a lot of dudes like to be, they want to be. The problem is they won't be a good man and still do the dirt. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But you know, that's the program. That's the program. You know what I mean? But the thing is, women don't see that that's the program.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, sis, just chill and see that, man, that's the program. Hopefully, dog gonna be off of that. You know, or let me lead him to get off of that and be patient.
Yeah, and be patient.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
when my
yeah.
gal holler at me, she's like, what's up? You trying to do
But
this?
one
or
thing
what?
you got to do though, if they do be patient with you,
Mhm.
you got to progress.
You got to.
We can't continue to sit there and continue to do the same thing because they only gonna put up with it but so long.
You know, I like to say, would you do that to your nigga? You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Would you stew your nigga or be dirty to your dog 24/7?
Yeah.
Every time you turn your back, you disloyal to him.
Yeah.
You feel me? Would
yeah.
you do that to him? And the funny thing is, we've been brought up to be so loyal to men. You feel me?
Yeah.
And disloyal
Loyal to the
to the woman right next to you who you
Yeah.
gonna go sleep with, and this, that, and third. So it's a programming system.
And 9 times out of 10, that woman gonna be the one right there.
Gonna be there, dog. Like, you feel me? If you do it right, if
Yeah.
you do it wrong,
Right,
you ain't gonna get right out.
Yeah,
of
when you
it.
put in, that's what you're gonna get out.
That's the facts. You know what I mean? So I think protecting her begins with you understanding your core, you know, where your faults at, you know, and protecting her from your disaster, from you know, because them boys will put their all in you.
Yeah,
know
they
what
will.
I mean?
They
They
will.
will. Like, if you keep it 100, you know what I mean? So, you know, and also, you know, being with my gal, like, I try to continue to do what I did from the beginning.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
And that's one thing. You got to continue
From
to
the
do
jump,
what
man.
you
Like,
do.
bro, like, she'll attest to you. You know, I got, anytime she nervous about something or feel something here. What, you want my phone here? You know what I mean? I can't, like, everybody ain't there yet. You know what I mean? But I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Where, like, I understand we got too much riding on this for me to step out of here and then it be some BS and then now all this. So guess what? You want my receipt? Here's my receipt.
Yeah.
Wait, who you?
Yeah. Open it up, let them
You
get
know
it.
what I'm saying? And then I continue the treatment. You know what I mean? I told her I want to
You
make
got
sure.
to nourish it, man.
Nourish her. I'm making sure I opening the door.
Yeah,
Making sure,
yeah.
you know, I'm washing her off.
The
making
rose
sure-
ain't gonna grow unless you water it.
I'm customizing this shit. Like, you feel me? Like, bro, let the next man want step. Like,
Yeah,
bro, you
yeah.
got
Make it hard.
You ain't seeing what I doing behind
Sure,
doors, bro. You feel me?
yeah.
If you ain't matching what I doing right here, bro,
Mentally.
bro, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You feel me? You gotta overdo that.
Hey, I want to take a step back too, man. Because
Mhm.
something I see you do a lot, and I've been on it one time, man.
Okay.
The vegan food, man.
Okay. Yep.
That's a big step right there
Yeah.
to cut that meat off.
Yeah. It's a huge step, man.
The eating what we've been eating, what we've been used to eating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How did you go about weaning yourself off those foods? Man?
Like I said, man, it's a process. You know, everything is a process. But first thing first, you know, I learned why it was wrong for me to eat it, or why they said it was wrong. You gotta always program yourself. You know what I'm saying, and set the program into play, and then this body will go in the, you know what I mean, in the motion. So first I discovered all the reasons why I shouldn't eat meat. You know what I mean? And then it's just like me being keeping it real to myself. Like, damn, when I put a piece of meat in my mouth, like, bro, you really gonna do this?
You really gonna
You
do
know what's going on.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
how long you been off the meat and you been vegan?
it was about going on 6-7 months now. We're going about 6-7 months. You know what I mean? No meat. You know, just experimenting with that vegan lifestyle. February, I'm going. Well, starting tomorrow, I'm going all green and fruits. You know,
Okay.
for a month. You know, just from what I learned from it, it kind of developed my consciousness to, you know, to at least try it out and see the benefits from it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
I mean,
love
you
it.
got any tips for the people who looking to go vegan or who are already vegan? You know, you
Yeah.
got any tips for them?
You know, first, don't kill yourself. If you want to try it out. You know, and start small. You know what I mean? You know, start small. Start eating fish. You know, my girl, she do pescatarian, like, you know what I'm saying, and she's transitioning totally. You know, start eating just fish. You know what I mean, and you know, like I say, know why you don't want to eat it no more. You know, that'll be more of a push than just trying, because you don't want to get on it and then get down on yourself. Oh man, I eat some meat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And no, shit, eat meat. You
Eat
know what I'm
meat,
saying?
yeah,
Do it
yeah,
until you know you don't want to do it no more. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like, cause that's the realest thing. You feel me? I'm keeping it real with myself, and now I'm really to a point where I can, you know, probably just diminish even the extra. Just do greens, cold food,
Yeah.
and like fruits. You know what I mean? And that's, you know, I'm all about. We were born here with this vessel.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't born here with none of these materialistic items but this vessel. You know what I mean? And that's why I want to take care of. You know what I mean?
So do you do the soy?
Soy, and this is my reason for stepping into full plant-based and fruits next month, because I don't know enough to know what to avoid out here, even in the grocery world. You know what I mean? Because they got soy in here, and then you got some of the plant-based they saying is bullshit and things like that. But I know I can decipher most fruits,
Yeah.
most
yeah.
vegetables.
Most vegetables.
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
But
And-
something I read something some years back, man, that soy wasn't good for you.
yeah, I heard that. I
I
just
love-
heard that recently.
Like a lot of people, soy caused cancer
Mm-hmm.
because soy was made for gluten.
Right.
It wasn't really, even though it's a bean, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's something in it that not equipped for our body.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right. And that's one thing I don't want to, that's why, like I said, I got to do more research, you know, and I know a lot of things were put around us that's flam.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
that's meant for our destruction. At the end of the day, we got to learn how to put those seeds in the dirt,
yeah. Let it
take
grow.
our time, bring that plant up, and pick, and that's at the end of the day. So that's the overall mission for me, is to learn that. You know what I mean? And build from there. But until I get there, I'm taking my time and I'm moving small. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting my family on it. My sister, she on it. My brother, she on it. My nephew, my son, he on it. You know what I mean? My girl, she on it. You know what I mean? Walking that walk. It was,
I mean, you the head.
It was,
So-
yeah, it will save everybody. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
If you
yeah.
walk it.
And that's
you
my
know,
goal this year here in my family, man, is to make sure everybody in my circle, man, have an LLC, man, be healthy, man. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause like you said, health is wealth, man. We ain't healthy, we can't get out here and do what we
enjoy
do.
it, man. You can enjoy it, and you can, you know, I think the science behind health is being able to allow your light to shine through how you tweak your vessel.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a science behind it. You know,
Yeah.
if you want, for technical people, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
gotta, okay, well, you know the science behind it. If you tweak your health, you tweak your energy to bring about whatever you want
Yeah,
in life.
yeah, yeah.
If you want to get technical
You
with it,
will
you
get
know what I mean?
technical,
Because
yeah.
you
It
know,
is the same way as what you think is what you get.
what you think is what you get. So you know what you eat is what you are. You know what I mean? When you eating that meat, you eating that death of that cow.
Yeah.
They took a hammer and they boom, they slammed it. They slaughtered that cow, and that cow got regret. They got remorse. They got, you know, fuck these people.
Well, a lot of people don't know that the cow is worse than the pig.
Right. No, yeah. A lot.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't know because
Yeah.
it take long to
The
digest.
chicken too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then our bodies ain't equipped to, quote
Digest.
unquote, to digest these things. You know what I mean? And what ignorance is bliss, but I like to say, but in our case, it's death.
It's death. Yeah.
It's death. We gonna die due to ignorance. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then trying to break it off and show people and tell people about it. A lot of our own come off like, oh, you trying to be, this,
That's
that,
that.
act like
They
you
put
perfect.
a stereotype
Like
on
we
it.
try to put a stereotype on it, you know what I'm saying? But that's the culture we raised in. That's the system we raised in. We are brought in a system that if one of them try to break through, then the system is in such a way that the rest or another group will antagonize that one.
Antagonize it, yeah,
And so we don't even gotta pull them down.
Yeah.
They gonna pull themselves down.
And that's all we do.
What tripped me out when they say, you eating that white people food. You know what I'm saying? You eating that, you know what I mean? You doing that white people stuff, and that was our natural diet. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Our
yeah,
natural diet is vegetation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Non-meat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I pray every day to strengthen myself with it, man. Hopefully that's the lifetime goal is to do live right, eat right, be right all the way around.
All the way around.
Yep.
All the way around. So, you know what I'm saying? Frederick Hollywood, Missouri.
Yes, sir.
Partner, right there. I appreciate you, man, for coming through.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? You give the people all your, platforms where you're on, where they can get you at, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Contact you for your mobile store.
Yeah, man. Y'all can hit me up 704-277-8765. That's my number. My information as far as social medias, Frederick Hollywood Muzon. You know what I mean? For those of you out there, Frederick Hollywood Muzon. You can add me Instagram, Lev Culture, Lev Culture. Again, Lev Culture. If you're looking for sea moss, holla at me. I got gold sea moss on deck right now, gelled up, and I got the raw kind. MuzonCMoss.org. Come on, y'all. You come over here. My son and my old lady, them boys, they like,
them boys
that's my
rolling as a
management. You feel me? Come slide back.
Yeah, them boys rolling as a team, man. See, that's how we got to get it going, man. You know,
People don't realize,
family.
That what it take. My son, he helped organize my Muzon CMOS page. The website. She executive, however you call it. My old lady, she and my wife are you know what I mean? Make sure I stay on point. And we make sure we all, calling each other, talking investments, talking moves, money moves, sharing love, you know what I mean? And actually being a living example of what we want to do. So, okay, Muzon CMOS, I'm going to let y'all break that down. What we got? We got Muzon CMOS. How you get that Muzon CMOS, Fred?
You can
Big, come on, talk to me.
at Muzon CMOS on Instagram, also on Facebook as well. You can go online to order it at www.muzoncmos.org.
And you got to talk to this camera too.
As well at Muzon CMOS, www.muzoncmos.org. We got gold CMOS. We got turmeric face masks for the face. We got turmeric soap. We have all type of essentials on there, so go check us out.
Yeah, like them boys said, peanut. Yeah, we got and then like I said, you can hit us up on Lev Culture on Instagram, LEV Culture. You can see all the things I got, man. I got black soap, butter soap. You can get the CMOS from there. You can get some bags. You can get some outfits. You know what I mean? Whatever you got in mind, y'all can hit us up, man. We'll gather
Yeah,
it for you.
and for the ladies who looking for some dope outfits to get that celebrity look, add me on fatfetish.com, at Fat Fetish Boutique on Instagram, fatfetish.com. You can find all the latest. Subscribe, get 10% off.
Subscribe.
Y'all hear that,
Yeah.
Fab Fetish.
Fat Fetish.
Y'all
Yes, sir.
subscribe right now and get 10% off, man.
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
businesses, man. We got to support each other, man. Our money got to turn 10 times in our community, man.
Hey, one time for Umbrella Talk, man. You know what I mean? And I wanted to touch on that. Maybe we can touch on that on the next segment, but that money got to start turning in our community.
So, I mean, we can keep going.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, we can touch on that a little bit too, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My son need a segment on here.
That's it. He got one.
But
Like you said, our money turning in our community. You know what I'm saying? we take our money out of our community as fast as we get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to speak on that?
Yeah. Well, from my understanding, what I learned about that, like our money used to be circulating in our community like a lot, maybe 20, 30 times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that mean when they come in the community, it go from a black-owned gas station to a black movie theater to a black restaurant to a black cotton candy station,
Black clothing
back
store.
to a black clothing store, to a black light shop,
Black
to a black
hospital.
hardware store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And on and on and on and on, and then maybe the 100th time it cross hands, it cross over to another community. You know what I mean? But we don't have enough businesses for it in one community for it to go 100 times out. You know what I mean? Because guess who in our community? The corner store. So when our checks come in, it goes straight to the
corner
turkey, the Arab,
Yeah.
or to the Asian who got the Chinese restaurant, or to the African, some of the Africans who own some of the, and they about their community. They ain't about, you know, North Charleston. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Niggas who I grew up with in
Yeah.
North Charleston, they ain't about that.
Yeah.
They about, it's going out in our community, and then they going straight to their home.
Get straight to their home.
You
Yeah.
feel me? They're going straight to their community. So, you know, that money we gotta start developing. Look, if somebody don't know how to make charges, make a charger. You feel me? And be an outlet for people to buy chargers. Be an outlet for some people to buy a laptop. Be an outlet for some people to get sauce. Be an outlet, and now it can start circulating. You know what I mean? We just gotta learn to be outlets and take that initiative, you know, as a community. You know what I mean, with that. So that's what it's about, man. That dollar circulating. I guess we gotta know how it circulates.
Yeah.
If we live in a community of 10 blacks and all us taking our money and going to the corner store and to the Chinese hair person and to the motherfucking everybody else for what we want, then that shit going straight out our community.
Yeah, our community.
You understand?
Ain't even going in our pocket.
It ain't going in our pocket. It don't got a chance to come back in our pocket. So
Yeah.
that's the, we gotta know the game. We gotta know the grammar. We gotta know how to rock. You feel me? So that's how, like, and it start like, I'm a business owner. My son gonna be a business owner. My old lady a business owner. My brother gonna be a business owner. You know what I'm saying? My sister gonna be a business owner. My nephew gonna be a business owner. They might all. My nephew wanna do lizards and stuff like that, exotic reptiles.
Okay.
Okay, shit. However you wanna rock.
Okay.
You
Rock,
just
yeah.
be that brown lane
Yeah.
that brown people can relate to, and not, you know, it ain't a white or brown thing, but we got to take initiative and a responsibility to build up our own community and understand what it takes. If we don't understand it, we'll never do.
We'll
You
never
know what I
do.
mean? So yeah, you know, when we integrated our money as well.
As well, yeah.
When we weren't integrated, we were rising in our economics,
Yeah.
in our money, in our dollar revolving around now, and then you had other cultures declining, right? So guess what? Hey, let's have a big hoorah. Everybody come together, like have one of them niggas want us to have, you know, equal
that
rights.
is, yeah,
So
yeah.
we can get their money too, cause our money is decreasing now. You feel me? So you gotta look at the game, the clip up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come get this. Come ride on the front of the bus with us. Y'all can ride in front of the
And
bus.
most
Just give us y'all
important-
75 cents because
Most
we ain't getting
importantly,
y'all
we gotta
75 cents.
take our money out these white banks and find us a black banks because they won't even give you opportunity. Look at all the capital, how much capital you have to have in order to be able to get money to.
To be in the
just to-
opportunity zone.
Exactly. So therefore, we need to build our banks because what people don't even know about banks is banks open with no money. They get you to come in and put your money into their banks, and that's just how they're survive. So if we have more people who are opening more banks, they can give more of our people more opportunity and more ways to grow. Then that'll be A1. I feel like that'll be
That's
one
awareness
thing,
right there, people.
one thing to help, that'll be one great thing to help us get off the ground. Take our money out these banks, put it in black banks, so we can have that opportunity to be able to get money to invest into our business.
Right. Yep, and it's all part knowing the game. You know the game. You know better, you do better.
No better, you do better.
Right. For sure, man.
Man, Chris Hollywood, I appreciate you, man.
All right, thank you, brother.
Coming on the show.
Yep.
Thank you, man. Lil Fred.
Yeah.
It's Umbrella Talk, man.
Umbrella.